That Sinking Feeling Part 2 follows on from That Sinking Feeling Part 1. We bought a used office chair for me for a study. It's where I sit and do lots of writing and write books and all that kind of stuff. And I was sharing it, well, I say sharing a desk with Jo. We were sharing a workspace. She'd be in there sometimes and me at other times. And I liked her chair, but I like to leave it set up for her for whenever she needed to come home and get her work done. It's just there to go. So we bought a used chair. And I talked in the previous video how it kept sinking every so often. Now, I checked when I bought it. I sat on it. I went up and down with a lever, and it was all great. Got it home, sit on it, and then half an hour later, I'm suddenly sinking down to the floor, which wasn't great. So I talked in the last video how I found an online video, and they sprayed some WD-40, I think it was, anyway, the water displacement stuff, and they sprayed it in a spot, and it increased the gas pressure somehow, and it fixed their chair. And I tried that, and it worked for a bit. But then that fix failed. And so often in life, we try these easy, quick fixes, and they're really not quick. They might be easy, but they don't actually solve the problem. So I invested in the end. I went online and I bought a gas cylinder, a brand new replacement one. Now, I'd seen loads of stuff about how it can take you hours to get the old gas cylinder. It's only held in with friction, but it's really awkward. And, well, a friend of mine gave me a lump hammer, and I knocked it twice and it fell out. I think sometimes hitting it harder is better. And that got me thinking about That Sinking Feeling Part 2. How often do we go for the easy, quick fix? We go to God and say, Lord, I want to fix this part of my life, but can you do it in the next 2 minutes because I'm kind of busy for the rest of the day? How often do we do that? How willing are we for the really good long-term fix? Losing weight, classically, if you lose weight really, really fast, you're going to put it back on really fast too. So as much as losing weight is great, and sometimes there's a good need for that, the better way is to go slower because it's got longer term effects. We want the quick fixes in life, but are we willing to invest in what we need to do in order for those long term fixes? When we come to God and say, Jesus, please help me with this thing in my life, are we just waiting for that quick fix, sticking a plaster on it and all be good? Sometimes we've got a cut on an arm, and a bit of antiseptic cream and a plaster or a Band-Aid is not going to fix it. We need to go to hospital, and they need to clean the wound, and maybe it's infected, or we've got some foreign item in there. It's a splinter of some sort. We want the quick fix of the plaster and the cream, but sometimes we actually need a bit more effort and work. So as we go through life, it's great when we can fix things quickly, and there are some really good quick fixes that are really easy that you didn't know you could do that solve a massive, great problem. But sometimes we need to invest in it as well. Just a thought.